What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Thoughts and Divine Wisdom. As you can see, we're here on the weekend, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. I said to myself that, today I'm just going to try to, do a video and see what comes of it. Today, the thing that I want to talk about is holding the fort and don't turn around and don't look back. On this journey and this path, it's a long one and a rough one. At the same time, you're going through all the obstacles and all the work, all the tests, the life tests, and everything else. It is easy to get tired, get fatigued, and think about stopping or looking back and saying, you know what, man, I'm going back to what I once knew. Well, I'm here to tell you, don't stop, keep going. Even with myself, I get tired. I get frustrated. Sometimes I get angry by myself, like, man, what's going on? Why is this? But like the wounded warriors that we are, we have to find that strength to get up and to keep moving. Okay? And that's what I'm here to tell you. Don't give up. The divine spirit didn't bring you all the way this far for you just to stop. Keep going. In the end, it's going to all make sense. And so that's what we all need to do. Hold on for a second. In the end, that's what we all need to do. Hold on for a second. I'll be right back. And we are back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take care of something. But going back to what we were talking about, understand that the road is long and hard. The road is long and hard, and guess what? It's all going to make sense in the end. But you got to keep going, keep fighting. Don't give up. That's what it's all about. Okay? Don't turn around, don't give up. Because when you turn around and give up, you let life win. You let the karmic part of life win. So don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Okay? So the best thing is, whenever you're in stress or you're feeling aggravated, sometimes it's best to take a step back and just gather your thoughts. Sometimes it's even best to just walk away or step away from the walk and just gather yourself or do something different just to get your mind and your spirits away from that thing. Sometimes that is the best course of action that you need to take. Okay, so, but basically you have gone this far. Hold on, let me up the window. Okay. Basically, you have gone this far. You have to tell yourself there's no turning back. And within this, you have to tell yourself that there is no turning back. Either you win this or you die trying. Hold on, let me say this. And I know this sounds weird, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Okay? Okay, it's the truth now. Sorry about that. All right. It's the truth. Truth is, every person, and I know this sounds raw, but it's the truth. You have to put this in your psyche. Every person must have something they are willing to live for. And every person must have something that they are willing to die for. So it's, so the best mindset is to say, there is no turning back. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do what I got to do and keep it moving, keep it pushing. I've been doing this most of my life, so I'm not going to turn. I'm not going to give up. I've been so far. I'm not trying to go back to how things were. To not be heard, not get no respect. Always putting yourself in a little box for other people so they can feel comfortable. Always, putting yourself in always sacrificing yourself, always putting yourself in the back because nobody's listening to you. So these things are the things that you're going back to. If you turn around now, that's what you're going back to. And you prove all the naysayers who doubted who can sense what you were doing, you prove them right. You prove them right. Hold on. You prove them right. Okay? That's what happens if you turn back and think that you're going to go back to your life and everything. Go back to your former life and everything. So it's best to say all or nothing. I believe in my life. I believe in me. And I'm willing to stand and put everything on it. That's right. Like Christ. He did that. Now, as extreme as it was, even unto death, he was willing to put his life on it. This is the conviction that you must have in this path. That your faith must be so absolute that you're willing to stand in your existence. You're willing to die for this walk. Because you know in your heart it's the right walk. This is the path. This is what you must do. So for me, there is no turning back. I'm going to keep walking this for the rest of my life. or die trying. That's right. So, but, to each his own. I'm not here to force nobody's hand. I'm not here to force people to do things a certain way. Everybody has the right to choose. But I'm serious about this path. And this path, I'm willing to stand on it. And I'm willing to keep walking it. And I'm willing to die for this path. Real talk. That's how much faith I got. And hopefully down the road or whenever you get to it, you have that same type of faith too. Not to be a Zorlot or extreme or nothing. No. Just, this is what I believe. And I believe it with every conviction in me. And I stand on it. And this is the type of mindset you're going to have walking this walk. This walk is not a cookie cutter, a cupcake walk. This walk is a real walk. The road is long and hard, but as you continue walking it, through endurance and keep walking, the rewards will be great in the end. So, for all of you guys sitting here walking the path and you're new, this is something that you need to evaluate within your life. This is something that you really need to sit down and think about. This walk ain't a game. This walk is something serious. So, if you haven't thought about it that way, then you may need to think about it that way. This is something serious. It's a serious walk. Difference with me is I had to walk this walk my whole entire life. There was no, okay, change this. I tried to change things in the walk, but the walk still was the walk. And I had to endure it all. I had to endure what I needed to endure in this walk. So I had no choice but to walk this walk. Some of the videos that I've made already kind of explains some of the things that I went through. But there's much, much more. Much more. So I say to you guys, keep the faith as well as the hope, and keep it moving. Keep walking towards the light. This narrow gate was not going to be easy. That's the whole purpose of the example of the narrow gate. The narrow gate is hard. The narrow gate is going to leave scars. The narrow gate is going to take you through things that you never thought you could get through. The narrow gate is going to take you there. The narrow gate is going to force you to look at yourself. The narrow gate is going to make all these things happen. But you can do it. The divine spirit is never going to give you more than what you can handle. So you can do it. You just have to stop, have faith in yourself, understand you believe in yourself, understand that this walk is your walk, nobody else's. Can't trend this walk like how people online is doing. You can't. They can imitate the walk, but they can't pretend the walk. They can't pretend the walk. The walk is a divine. The walk is a divine walk. Can't nobody take your walk. Can't nobody live your walk. Can't nobody take your journey. Can't nobody do anything until they make their walk. They start their walk and fulfill the stuff that's on their walk. Can't nobody take anything from you. The haters and naysayers, yeah, they'll be there. And you even got people who are, even the evil people, they're going to be there too. But if your mindset is right, if your heart is right, and you're walking the right path, then there's nothing they can do to you. The divine will set your path unto protection. That's right. Your path will be protected as you continue walking. And all the haters and naysayers and all the people out there trying to thwart you in your walk, they're going to be shunned. They're going to be misguided, or even worse. So, like I said, your walk is your walk. I've said it many times in videos. Don't turn around. Don't give up. Keep going. Put it like this. If you take a loss in your walk, don't look at it as a loss. Look at it like it's a learning lesson. The key thing is, did you learn the lesson? That's the key thing. If you don't learn the lesson, guess what? Life has a way of making the thing that you didn't learn a stumbling block of offense. And it will keep bringing this lesson in your face until you learn it. And that's how it works. And so I'm going to say this right here, don't give up, don't turn around, don't go back. You'll regret yourself for trying to go back to what you once knew. You won't like it. You won't like it. You won't like it at all. It's real talk. Going back to what was comfortable, yeah, it may feel, oh, okay, I'm going back to something comfortable. But when you get back there and you settle back into what you once was, you're going to quickly realize, man, this ain't it. Because in your heart of heart, you knew you have outgrown all that you once were in. And if you don't, and as you continue staying in it, and then you don't acknowledge that you've outgrown it, that's when resentment sets in. Then you start hating life itself. Then you start hating the people that's there because you don't like the fact that you're going through the same thing you once outgrew. That's what happens. Okay? So, if you need to, because sometimes it's a change of scenery. Sometimes it's the environment that you're in. If you are blessed to be able to do it, try to change your environment to help your walk. Don't be afraid to put down the old and start with the new and get something new. Believe me when I say, whenever you try something new, it is always going to feel uncomfortable because you're not used to it. You're not. But sometimes stepping out on faith is the answer. Sometimes stepping out on faith is the answer. Like that walk with Abraham. He stepped out on faith, didn't know where he was going. But because he believed in himself, he believed in him, it was counted for as righteousness. It was counted for as divine in the way. You must do the same thing. Now, for the people on domestic violence and all that, the best course of action to keep your walk, you need to walk away. If you have tried to do everything to make things right, don't be afraid to walk away. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it's needed that you just start over. Let go of all the material possessions and everything. Let go of all that stuff and be willing to start over. Be willing to start over. Sometimes that's needed. So, the best thing to do, man, we got this light on. Maybe that'll help a little bit. It's starting to get dark out here. But the best thing you can do is start over. Remove yourself from those things, if that helps. From the thing that's giving you the turmoil and the chaos. If you have to walk away, walk away. Like Lot did. You're going to have to do that. What's more important? Your new walk in life, or all these material possessions, all these material possessions and trinkets? Sometimes some of y'all will have to make that choice. I had to. Sometimes it's best to let all of it go. To walk over to start anew. You will have to do that too. Some of y'all will. Sometimes that's the best course of action. Because when you try to hold on to material stuff, it keeps you in chaos. It'll keep you in that situation because you know the person that you're dealing with. You know that the situation that you're in is so toxic and so chaotic to where it is unsustainable and unlivable, to the point where they are giving your walk all of this hurt and everything else as you trying to keep your temperance through your walk. Sometimes it is best to look at it, acknowledge what you saw, learn the lesson, and be willing to say, the hell with all this. I don't need this to live. My peace of mind is more than any piece of gold, any material possession. It's more than all of it. So I am willing to walk away than to stay in this chaos, trying to hold on to these worldly possessions, because I don't want to lose it. Because I don't want to lose it. No. Walk away. Just like how you received them that time, they'll come back again. But you have to be willing to say, I don't need none of this. My peace of mind, my health, my peace of mind, who I am is more important than anything here. If you want this stuff, you can have it. That's called having confidence of the heart. Have confidence of who you are. I'll get it again one day. It don't mean that much. All the way to money. Some people are in a chaotic situation to the point where they're at the crossroads of their life saying, should I stay here so I can keep this money or whatever? Or should I leave and keep my peace of mind and my path? Take the latter. What you lost will be given back to you. But what's more important is that walk. It's real talk. So, like I said and everything, don't turn around. Keep the path, keep going. You made it this far. Or if you're just starting the path and everything, stay the course. Put yourself in position to walk your path. Continue cleaning the foundation. Continue doing the shadow work, the inner work. Put down the identity and learn how to be. Not past tense or future tense. Present tense. Learn how to use discernment. Learn how to use intuition. Learn how to control everything with the higher divine conscience and awareness. It's like a muscle. It's like a muscle, and it has apathy. It has, what's it called? Apathy. You gotta learn to use it. And the better you get at it, the more you're aware. And the more you're aware, you are aware when your emotions start flaring up. And you can acknowledge before it even strikes out. But going back to the what's the name? Be strong. Do the work. Continue on your path. It's an ongoing process. And the more you walk your path, the more stronger you become spiritually. The higher your frequency gets. The higher your frequency gets, the more you realize your concerns with the things you used to have doesn't faze you anymore. And that's what happens. But anyways, like I said before, I'm here to make videos to try to help the people who is on this path. If you have any questions, feel free to leave something on the community board or leave a comment under the video, or you can send an email of a situation you're going through or something that you want answers with, or if you disagree with anything in my videos, feel free to send an email to thoughtsanddivinewisdom at gmail.com. Okay, and the link or the email will be in the description, so you can send something if you would like. If not, then God bless you. I mean, it is what it is. I can't force. It is what it is. But until next time, guys, stay blessed. And until we make another video, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.